Yorokobe viewers, your stream has finally returned.
Yes, we're back. Thank you, Wide Kire.
Hope he didn't torture too many of you to death.
He must go now. These people need him. He's getting slower ever since he got wider. He is now in position. The wide planet.
Gilgamesh, 貴様
Gilgamesh, you!
なんだ。手荒く扱われるのは趣味ではないか?
What? Do you dislike being treated roughly?
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
ならば慣れておけ。女と食事に出し惜しみはしない主義でな。
Oh, God.
気の向くままに奪い、食らうだけだ。
Then get used to it. I do not hold myself back on women or food. I plunder and eat them at my leisure.
I mean, that line earlier was bad, but this is also...
Oh, they're both bad. I think that one was probably a little worse.
This one is worse, especially with the graphic. Jeez. Yep. As you said earlier... oh, God. As you said earlier, that Saber is what people want kings to be. Gil is what they usually are.
Look, I will give my all to reading the script in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is the script. Held upside down, Saber glares at Gilgamesh.
サーバントとしてマスターに義理を立てているわけか。くだらんな。たかが霊樹の縛りでこの体をくれてやっていたとは。
So you honor your master as a servant, I see. Ridiculous. I cannot believe you gave your body just because of the binds of the command spell.
Please, Saber, there's like a clear open spot in his armor right under his arm.
それは違う。勘違いをするな、ギルガメッシュ。
You're wrong. Do not misunderstand Gilgamesh.
私は誰にも従わない。初めからこの体にそんな自由はないのだ。
I do not obey anyone. My body has never had such freedom.
ほう。ではどうあっても俺のものにはならないというのか。
Oh? Then you will not be mine no matter what?
His red eyes pierce Saber. There's no human emotion. He will kill if she disobeys. He will kill her, no matter how attached he was to her. These are his true feelings, Gilgamesh's truth. Saber stares back at Gilgamesh, not averting her gaze.
ギルガメッシュ、私は誰のものにもならない。
Gilgamesh, I will not become anyone's.
私はすでに国のものだ。この身は女である前に王なのだから。
I already belong to my country. My body is a king before I am a woman. She does not say it to anyone. She just says so. Feeling the small warmth still within her body.
何を言うかと思えば
So that is your answer?
I'm right there with you, Val. I want to see this guy fucking destroyed.
笑わせるなセイバー王にとって国とは己のものに過ぎない何もかも支配できぬのならば王などという超越者は不要なのだ
Do not make me laugh, Saber. A country is just a possession. If he cannot rule everything, there is no need for a transcendental being like a king.
Like he and Kire are different types of evil.
Yep.
たくアーサー王よそんなだからお前は国によって滅ぼされたのだ
Jeez. King Arthur. That is why your own country destroyed you.
Yep, definitely wise.
Yeah.
Kire just likes making everyone suffer. He doesn't care about anything else.
Gide just does what he finds fun. Gilgamesh is like your conservative uncle if he were willing to murder everyone. Which,
Oh my god,
I
he
mean,
is.
we've never tested him. I mean, not Gilgamesh. We've tested Gilgamesh. But
Yeah, he just kills Castor. And Lancer, presumably. Lancer, please come down from the ceiling and end this. The Golden Knight sneers at her immaturity. That brings back her determination. Rip, bro. Yep.
その通りだ。だが英雄
Into the night. Yes, you are correct. But, King of Heroes.
そんなだから貴様は自らの国を滅ぼしたのだ。
That is why you destroyed your own country! A roared yell full of spirit. Yes. Saber uses her whole body to kick Gilgamesh in the face with her free leg. Gilgamesh lets go. Saber stays upside down and jumps using her arms.
男子を足毛に己どうやら本格的に
Yes, yes, she would stomp on a man.
セイバー
you would stomp on a man? You would stomp on a man? You must really want to be disciplined, Saber!
Oh my god. Gilgamesh, how dare you stomp on a man! Saber, watch me do it again.
Into the night. It plays only at the most important moments.
It
Like-
does.
When the connection is finally made between Shiro and Saber that lets them fight together. Or
The
when you
dragon.
first see the Holy Grail. Or
When Saber's about to
that
kill
one time
Gilgamesh.
Saber kicks Gil in the face.
Fuck that guy. Yes.
That fucker!
He really is that fucker, like, at least for this route. Gil is the fucker of the route.
Yeah.
Without metagaming, at least. She closes her eyes and looks within herself. Which, oh, by the way, I should mention, I have been spoiled on how bad Shinji is.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That fucker. But yeah, in this route, Gil is that fucker. That is why you were destroyed by your own country. She already knew that. She had heard those words over and over again since she was summoned as Saber. But that man is different. He was mad like it was his own affair. But still, he thought it was something to be proud of. So there's only one thing that must be done. Even if there's not the slightest chance of winning, she cannot stop here. While the warmth is still in her heart, she must run to her master as fast as possible. About 8 meters to Gilgamesh. She places herself at the best range she found earlier. Her body will not move as she wishes. Her legs do not have 1/10 of their original power, and the arms holding her sword are weak. She will fall without being able to block, no matter what kind of a weak attack she receives. But there are no openings in Saber's stance, nor is there any hesitation.
一言聞いておくが。
Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Gilgamesh has to prepare himself seeing her like that. The Golden Knight readies Ea and looks at his opponent.
それは正気か?
Are you sane?
Saber does not answer. Her eyes show determination.
よかろう。ならば加減はなしだ。
All right. I will not hold back in that case.
The air roars. The Sword of Separation. Ea, a sword said in ancient Mesopotamia to have divided and created the world. Gilgamesh's Sword of Separation roars to exterminate its enemy for sure this time. The swirl of air and the magical energy within far exceed Excalibur.
消えろ。目障りだ女。
Disappear. You are annoying, woman.
Ea is raised. Saber raises her sword to match it. Their gazes meet, only for an instant.
Inuma! Eish!
Gilgamesh's sword is swung. But Saber's sword falls without power, as she's unable to activate the noble phantasm.
Oh, sorry, that was probably your...
Yeah. The light that cuts everything charges. Unable to do anything, she's swallowed by the light. Ah, back to Shiro. The instant I'm swallowed by the darkness, hell is printed into my brain.
The starting penalty is 5. Life penalty, body penalty, freedom penalty, fame penalty, fortune penalty. Give the penalty that extends so much punishment, mud, darkness, and malice. Elimination of human rights by castration, exile, execution. Torture and sadism upon the body through digestion, denial by consensus of the colony that eliminates all honor. Die. Scorn from judgment and selfishness that takes away men's fortunes, death penalty, penal servitude, imprisonment, custody, fine penalty, crime from a grudge, crime from self-interest, unconscious crime, self-conscious crime, civil war, inducement, false statement, theft, robbery, kidnap, suicide, rape, arson, bombing, violation, negligent homicide, mass violence, death at work, overconfident accident. Misdiagnosis, concealment, violation for benefit, violation for self-protection, violation for love, violation for respect, selfish, stealing, fraudulent, fraud, concealment, murder, theft, crime, personal grudge, attack, dirty, you are dirty, atone, every violence, every crime, every victim, atone for everything. The world is ruled by something not human. Know the conscience. Know the conscience to reform crimes. Know the penalty to reform crimes. People's kindness is here. There is so much it cannot be noticed. Know the violence to hide crimes. Know the power to hide crimes. People's malignance is here. It is so rare that it is noticed. 100 kindnesses and 1 malignance. Malignance shines bright to keep the balance and exists as a great evil to compete with the masses of kindness. The starting penalty is 5. For self. Oh.
My brain explodes. The mud eating away my body remains and steals my warmth mercilessly. I'm crushed by the thing seeping in through all 5 senses. Darkness I cannot look at directly. Ugliness I cannot acknowledge. Crimes I want to run away from. Every crime of the people in this world. That's why I'm going to die. One trapped in this darkness will eat themselves to death from pain and hatred. But Kotomine said that this curse killed Kiritsugu. That fact knocks away every darkness. Ooh. Warmth returns to my body. Blood flows through my beaten-up body and makes it stand. It's only natural. Such a thing. Emiya Kiritsugu had been burdened with this for many years. He was pressed by the voices for atonement, and died unable to fulfill his wish. He said he wanted to become a superhero. He ran around trying to help someone, but he could not get anyone's permission for that. Yet, he still did what he could to pursue the ideals he had abandoned. In the end, he was relieved by something a kid said, and nodded to himself that everything was okay.
Fine.
So I have to stand up. I relieved Kiritsugu and promised that I'd become one. If Emiya Shiro is really that superhero's son, then I can't let the bad guy beat me.
20 or 22, depending on how you count it. Sorry.
Tosaka said, I should win no matter what. Saber said, he's an enemy that I must defeat. Even Kotomine said, If I'm going to fight, I should put my life on the line. They're right. What else can I bet if they won't bet my life? From the beginning, I have nothing else to give. Oh my god. I leap desperately out of the dense black mud. I can hear his bewilderment. Oh, he's like actually genuinely surprised this time.
Yeah. I mean, he was surprised the other time.
Also, are your vocal cords okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
You have had a lot of build up to it.
Yeah.
My throat is burning.
I also didn't want to go too hard on it because, like, if someone does call the cops, just like, oh, are you okay? It's like, come on, I don't want to deal with that. Especially on a stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my voice is fine.
Yeah. I have people in the house, so I have to just hold back all the time, and it sucks.
Don't worry, I will pass out before my vocal cords get damaged.
For the 24-hour stream, I might, like, drive out somewhere that has Wi-Fi just so I can not worry about volume. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that where I live now, the Wi-Fi will get cut if I get too loud. My windpipe tears every time I breathe, and it feels like I'm swallowing pieces of glass.
Moves. This is what I get for sympathizing with you.
Anime shire mesh. Don't care. Tears are welling up from anger. I'm going to go crazy from anger before I go crazy from the curse.
バカな。あれを振り払ったというのか、お前が。
Impossible! You managed to shake that thing off?
Feels so weird hearing a surprise Kire.
Right?
I push my body and run. Put one hand behind my back. I grab the dagger I've hidden until now.
呆れたな。あれから逃れたかと思えばその短絡思考。もはや万策尽きたというところか。
I am astonished. I thought you'd escaped that thing. But you have a simple mind. It seems you have run out of ideas.
うるさい。初めから万策なんて持ってねえ。
Shut up! I never had any plans in the first place!
I run. Kotomine sticks his hand into the waterfall behind him and extracts another clump of darkness. Yeah, that's the one thing Kire didn't take into account. Shiro's sheer willpower.
Determination.
Oh my god. Is Undertale just fate? Is Kire Sans? No, they're very different. Kire is Kara.
Then you can follow your servant. That previous light was Saber being defeated. You have no one to help you now.
All my hesitations disappear. If I do reach Kotomine, I think his biggest mistake was that line. Because the command spell is on my left hand. It's the only proof I have. As long as my command spell exists, Saber exists. If she exists, she must have defeated Gilgamesh by now, and she'll be heading over here. I think Saber will be angry if I don't greet her with open arms. So I will defeat you now! To fulfill the last promise I made with her. Darkness approaches. A great curse is released from Kotomine's hands. My body melts from the fingertips. I won't look away. If this is my role, there's still something I can do!
Enuma Elish!
A dislocation runs through space. With a flash of light and a roar of wind, the swirl of destruction is let loose from Aya. With that in front of her, Saber could not even use her noble phantasm. She lowers her sword and moves her body forward, as if she's falling. This music. The light approaches. She cannot avoid it with her injured legs, and there's no shield in this world that could block Aya. A storm of light and wind that will destroy everything in its path. Nothing can stand against the true name of Aya. That is a fact that cannot be changed. Yes. Until a few hours ago.
Oh.
Oh, no! No, that's you! Go ahead. The one surprised is not Saber, but the Golden Knight bearing Aya. Aya is still emitting a magical energy and bringing forth destruction. But Saber steps forward into that tumbling storm of light. Her armor screams out. Cracks run through every wall of magical energy protecting her. In the period shorter than a second that they endure the attack, Saber steps up to Gilgamesh and... Excalibur! She opposes Aya's destruction with the greatest power she is permitted. Heat and light rumble wildly. The clash of the greatest swords push against each other with pure power, creating a boundary in space. But is it not useless? Excalibur cannot beat Aya. Even if she approaches at the risk of her life, she can only push back just a little. The balance easily favors Aya, and Excalibur's light is repelled back, along with Saber.
I see! You must have lost your mind!
Readying Aya, the Golden Knight looks at the enemy approaching him again, and puts magical energy into Aya. This will be it. He will totally annihilate Saber with all his power. Aya's turns reach their maximum speed, and the light surrounding Saber mows down Excalibur. Does Gilgamesh have spiral energy?
Aya does spiral.
But just before that, Saber's body jumps forward. A small space created by Excalibur, a place she can take one more step. The instant she reaches it, her noble phantasm appears. The darkness becomes a raging wind to cover Emiya Shiro. There is no way to avoid it, and the concept of blocking is useless against the curse that paints its space itself. Those swallowed by this darkness will be absorbed by it, like the painted space.
You ready? Because I'm ready.
Yo, I don't think I've ever been more ready. Body melting from the fingertips. Legs moving forward step onto empty space, and arms reaching out are already invisible in the black mud. Emiya Shiro will be eliminated from the outside. Attacked by a feeling his whole body is shrinking, Emiya Shiro still does not accept death. Without looking away, he rejects it with all his might. The darkness surrounding the body, the pain trying to melt the body, and the curse trying to melt the mind. But they are futile attempts. There is no way for a mere human to resist the pollution. The body is still moving. The arm raised to grab something is still raised. But the mind is already destroyed. The mind is already painted in black, and the body should disappear into darkness as well. In that moment, you were my... Why is that voice remembered?
We fucking go.
A light turns on in the darkness. The instant the eyes realize that the light is that light, everything reverses. The hammer comes knocking down. The mind accelerates, crackles with sparks, and creates the shape with unbelievable speed.
Trace. On.
Hands are shaking, let's go. Let's go. The spell to begin the projection is murmured. Not murdered. That's illegal. In an instant.
No, this is the rejection of murders.
Yeah. It is
6 billion of them.
completed.
And worse.
It is completed, omitting every step of the manufacture. That's right. There's no need to reproduce it from scratch. Because this shape was engraved in the body. It is perfect in memory, as it was a part of Emiya Shiro's body. You were my sheath. The arm reaching out still moves, The weapon created without concentration or spell casting is grabbed. This fucking song. The world changes completely as the darkness is destroyed by a golden light. And in Emiyashiro's hand is the perfectly reproduced sheath of Saber. And like that, with Aya straight ahead of her, her noble phantasm is activated. They both have it.
What?
That which is released and scattered before her is the holy sword sheath. No one knows what kind of a divine mystery it is made from, but the sheath repels all light emitted by Aya. No. It goes beyond the level of defending. It's complete isolation. The barrier of fairyland that keeps out all filth from the outside lands. A complete world separate from this one that can never be reached. Saber is protected by the sheath of the holy sword. She is blocked off from all matter in this world. The greatest protection in this world. The greatest that cannot be infringed by anything. Not even the 5 sorceries. Not even the sorcerers?
Not even the sorcerers could do shit on this.
For that reason, the sheath is named Avalon. All is a distant utopia. The place where King Arthur is said to have gone after his death. The utopia the king dreamed of, that will never be reached. Reen Merlin was right. Gilgamesh sees the death running up his spine. Yes.
And this is why
She
I waffled on whether or not Gilgamesh was the strongest servant.
She's stronger than Gil.
But yes.
With Avalon.
With Avalon.
Well, this is just true Saber, though, right?
Yeah.
She was just
This
missing
is-
Avalon.
Saber, as she's summoned, is less powerful, but give her Avalon and... oh shit.
You can just no-sell anything.
Literally.
But he won't make it. The raised Aya will not stop turning, and Gilgamesh cannot manage to jump back. It's only natural. Who would even think that an attack with this much magical energy and this much power could be blocked? The death of Gilgamesh.
Damn! Such a trick!
Blue clothes run in. There is no armor on Saber. She has released the armor protecting her, put the magical energy gained into her sword, and... Snip! Oh my god!
Saber!
RTX's voice is just like, no.
I'm sorry. Saber!
It still said no.
Fine. Saber!
Better. Excalibur. Look at his face, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Caliber! He's dead. Does he bleed gold? All darkness is blown away the instant the sheath is grabbed. The darkness surrounding Emiyashiro. The darkness contaminating his body. Everything is dispersed.
What?
Oh yeah, that was point blank. There is no reason to be surprised. Kyure is just like... The sheath of the holy sword protects its possessor. The embodiment of the utopia she sought cannot lose to this dirty mud. He runs. He's surprised. He's surprised.
Would you expect some fucking teenager that is like that you can just toss some mud onto and he falls over to be able to suddenly pull out literally King Arthur's sheath and become immortal for a bit?
I mean, absolutely not, but still.
Yeah.
At the moment he is released from the darkness, his speed is like that of a shooting star.
東映魔術貴様何者
Projection. Just who are you?
The one overestimating their ability, and one who cannot even spare to think about such things. The difference is only an instant, but it's an instant that decides the outcome.
琴峰キレ
Kotomine Kire!
RTX voice let you keep that one.
Probably because it was higher pitched.
And also because RTX voice probably just hates Gilgamesh too.
As it should.
Yep. Still falling, Emiyashiro runs on his hands as well. In one hand is the dagger. In a crouching position, running to the Black Priest. He stabbed. He stabbed.
You think a stab is enough?
The sword of retribution stabbed into the priest's chest.
Oh.
The priest turns slowly. Before that, stopping himself with his feet, Emiyashiro jumps back. The spinning body and all the magical energy in his left hand. He takes it and, like a whirlwind, he...
Let's go!
Let's go!
The magical energy is poured into the Azoth's sword along with the word of release. Did he just blow up Kire? The golden sword is swung. I got chills on top of chills, if that's possible. Like, my
It is
spine has
when
just
you're
been
reading.
tingling this whole time, and then I just got chills over that.
It is quite possible when you're reading Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, Reen technically did the final blow. The golden sword is swung. She must not even have the energy to raise it back up. Saber keeps her sword and her face down. Slashed up, the man beholds the knight that has defeated him. Yes. Gilgamesh is dead. Yes. Or dying. The sound of wind echoes through the compound. It's so good. The waves of light, like a flood, are no more. The two knights share no words as they place themselves in a parting called the battle's end. And the man sighs. He raises his weak hand and touches the cheek of the knight in front of him, as if making sure she exists.
憎らしい女だ。最後までこの俺に歯向かうか。
You are a hateful woman. You oppose me to the very end.
Fuck off, Gil. The golden armor starts to fade away. The existence of the King of Heroes is disappearing.
だが許そう。手に入らぬからこそ美しいものもある。
But I shall forgive you. Some things are beautiful because they cannot be attained.
I just realized this version of Gilgamesh is technically dying forever.
Yep.
Because most servants don't get to keep their memories.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like that version of Archer.
Yeah, I was about to say that makes Archer hurt even more. His fingers slip. Or his fingers slip. His raised arm falls powerlessly to the ground.
ならばこそ俺がお前に敗れるは
He did.
必要だったか。
And if that's the case, then it was inevitable that I would lose to you.
He says it sullenly. And in his final moments,
ではな、騎士王。いや、なかなかに楽しかったぞ。
Goodbye, King of Knights. It was indeed fun.
he smiles ironically and disappears. God. I will say, how fucked up Gilgamesh has been this whole time made his death all the more satisfying.
And then they give him that send-off, and it's like, I guess, like, that is a satisfying scene to the shippers? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
He basically died smiling. Like, that moment when he got slashed was so good, though.
It was.
It still makes up for that, because that was such a good moment. And it also helps knowing that version of Gil is dead forever.
Yep.
When he comes back, he'll have no memory of Saber.
Yeah.
Sparks fly onto the priest's uniform. The sparks are coming from the dagger in his chest. No chunks of flesh or blood are flying out. Oh no. Oh, okay. But still, the battle here is over as well.
Yeah.
Imagine if Shiro killed him. Gilgamesh.
He would be fucking livid. Just
That
like,
would be
no,
the best.
No, okay, no. What the fuck? What the fuck did you just do to me? What the fuck did you just say to me? Do you know who I am?
Sure, just fucking
Let me
kills
talk
Gil
to
with a
your
kitchen
manager.
knife. Oh my god, is Gil a Karen?
I guess he considers himself the manager, so.
So he'll just talk to himself for a bit. I mean, he does like to do that.
Yes.
He doesn't even look at me. He's just looking down at the dagger in his chest in disbelief. The wind is blowing. The wind coming from the void above eliminates the sound around him. In the rumbling
な
silence,
ぜお前がこの剣を持っている？
the black sun.
Why do you have this sword?
Kotomine Kire murmurs in a clear voice.
それは俺のじゃない。遠坂から預かったものだ。
It's not mine. I borrowed it from Tosaka.
How long was he thinking? He sighs, and the body he hasn't moved since the beginning of our confrontation finally moves.
そうか。以前気まぐれでどこぞの娘にくれてやったことがあった。あれは確か
Oh, it was his.
10年前か。
He did teach Reen, remember? Who do you
Yeah.
think she would have gotten it from?
Kira, yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
I
Just
see.
shocked.
There indeed was a time when I gave it to some girl on a whim. I believe it was 10 years ago.
なるほど。私も衰えるはずだ。
I see. No wonder I've become weak.
The body of the priest falls to the ground. I watch it all. He's talked about himself like he was someone else until the very end. Yeah. And the priest sinks into that which he summoned, that which he wished for. That is the end of the man called Kotomine Kire. In the true end of the long battle.
Status screen updated. Check Saber.
Oh yeah, Avalon. She has 3.
She has 3.
EX. Holy sh- Yep.
It has 2 pages.
Let me read the first one. The ability of Excalibur's sheath, the lost third noble phantasm. The sheath of the holy sword was excavated by Einsburn at Cornwall and returned to the hands of its owners through time. In the legend of King Arthur, the real ability of the holy sword is said to be the power of immortality in this sheath. It has the ability to heal the wounds of its owner and stop their aging, but can actually be called a moving fortress centered on an individual. By producing the sheath and weaving oneself into the land of fairies, it shuts out all physical interactions. It can defend against one of the sorceries. Iteration. Wait, only one of them or all of them? Because it said all of them earlier.
It did say all 5 earlier, and that one says 1. I'd assume translation?
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's insanely powerful.
Yeah. But
It's also
yeah,
wide.
nothing else is wide. He's
Yep.
dead.
He is. Let me just officially make it invisible. He was all like up off screen, but now he's just invisible because he's dead. I need to save it though because when we reach the end of the next part, he will retain his
Yeah.
width.
Uh,
I still can't believe her noble phantasm is still C. Like it should at least it should be EX for Saber, right?
it should be.
Like she beat Gilgamesh.
She did.
Like I was thinking they'd have to kill Kira or something to beat him, but no. Even Gil can't withstand a point blank Excalibur.
That's right.
So I guess that means confirm nothing can, right?
I mean, Avalon could.
That's true. Although I feel like Saber needs to be wielding it, right?
I mean, Shiro used it.
Yeah, that's true. Although he's connected to Saber.
Shiro just standing on one side of a field. Okay, Seiba. Okay, Seiba. Anytime now. Holds out Avalon. All right. Exu.
Caliber! But yeah, like, if Gil stole it, he probably wouldn't be able to use it like that.
I mean, Gil doesn't know how to use any of the shit in his arsenal. He just
throws it at
you.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we should
get to the crying, probably. An enemy is gone, and I face the final large task. The black void in the sky. It's almost like an orb of shadows.
Yeah, I realized how much my description of it was, yes.
I mean, there's absolutely no problem with that, right?
Yeah.
Also, you wrote it before you experienced fate. Kind of like how I wrote a vampire into my game right when you were about to introduce yours.
Yeah.
The black void
I will
in the
say,
sky.
in the original version, it wasn't an orb of shadow. It was like a shadowy demon-looking thing. But anyway.
The mud is stopped, but the strange void is still beating. That is the Holy Grail. The omnipotent grail that would have been given to the winner of this war. There's a wind blowing. Kotomine is gone, and the power binding Ilia must have vanished. Ilia is now free of that void, and she's sleeping by my side. I don't know what condition she's in, but it doesn't seem like her life is in danger. She should wake up fine if I go home and have Tosaka look at her. Oh, ow. The war has ended. Nobody else is going to get hurt, and I won't lose anyone else. The masters are gone, and the servants will disappear as their tasks are over. I already knew what this was going to happen. I'm getting, like, heavy end of Gurren Lagann feels here. We climbed those long stairs together. Our parting is already done. All that's left is to close the curtains. I wait with an empty mind, looking up at the void, and she appears. She walks straight towards me, her figure unchanged since the last time I saw her. She stops close enough that I could reach out to her. There are no words to confirm her safety or to congratulate her on her victory. This was something that was already decided. So there's only one thing left to do.
聖杯を破壊します。それが私の役割です。
I will destroy the Holy Grail. That is my role. So saying, she starts to walk. The strong winds do not affect her as she approaches it step by step. She must be in range. She quietly readies her sword and looks at the black void. Stare at her back. I clench my fist hard, bite my lip, stifle the words about to come out of my mouth, and engrave her figure into my memory. And then...
マスター、命令を。あなたの命がなければ、あれは破壊できない。
Master, please give me the order. I cannot destroy it without your order. With her back to me, she tells me to use my last command spell. Saber will disappear once the Holy Grail is destroyed. No. She will destroy the Holy Grail, she will never again become a servant. Saber became a servant because she sought the Holy Grail. Destroying the Holy Grail out of her own will means destroying her contract as well. If she destroys the Holy Grail, she will end her life as the king.
シロ、あなたの声で聞かせてほしい。
Shiro, I want to hear you say it. Saber's voice. Every time I hear it, I want to scream. To tell her not to go. I want to scream for her to stay here. But that's something I should not do, even for the sake of my life. I love Saber. I want her to be happier than anyone else, and I want to be with her forever. But if I truly love her, that's wrong. I loved Saber as she continued to fight, even after getting hurt. She was a girl who discarded everything, was filled with injuries, and still protected all the way through. If I consider that beautiful and want to protect it, I cannot destroy her life for my own selfishness. She was born as a king and lived as a king. That will not change no matter what. From the time she swore to carry the sword, The girl became a king and nothing else. That is her pride. She ran through the battles so that in her final moments, she'd be able to believe her path was the right one. The dreams of the girl Arturia. The mind that chose to be king over her own life. To fight. Even after she learned it would be unrewarded, she still clasped the sword and defended the oath of the king. For many years. I cannot do anything to dishonor the pride that is held until the time of her death.
セイバー、その責務を果たしてくれ。
Saber, please fulfill your role.
Say so, with a flood of emotions. Overflowing lights. The void in the sky is cut in half by the light and disappears without a trace. There's nothing left. The destroyed mountain is now a flat field. Dawn is in the distance. The horizon is shining and gleaming gold. My left hand hurts. My last command spell disappears. That makes me accept that the curtains have been drawn.
これで終わったのですね。
So, everything is over?
あ、これで終わりだ。もう何も残ってない。
Yeah. This is it. There's nothing left.
そうですか。では私たちの契約もここまでですね。あなたの剣となり、敵を撃ち、近江を守った。
See, that our contract is at an end. Became your sword, defeated your enemies, and protected you.
この約束を果たせてよかった。
I'm glad to have fulfilled this promise.
そうだな。セイバーはよくやってくれた。
Yeah. You did well, Saber.
Nothing more needs to be said. Saber is far away, and I do not run to her. The morning sun rises. The halted wind begins again. A gold that seems to last forever. In it.
最後に一つだけ伝えないと。
In the end, there's only one thing I must tell you. She says in a voice filled with determination.
ああ。どんな。
What is it?
I replied like always with my best bluff. Saber's body wavers. Saber is facing me. She looks straight at me, and with a voice without regret.
シロ、あなたを愛している。
Shiro, I love you. Says those words. Oh, why do my eyes itch every time? Wind blows. I close my blinded eyes and open them again. I don't think there's any surprise. I kinda saw this coming. That our parting would be like this. An open field fills my eyes. As the wind blew, the night disappeared. Just as she appeared. Leaving no trace.
ああ本当にお前らしい。
Yeah. It really is just like you.
There are no regrets in my voice. I squint at the rising sun, keeping everything I lost close to my heart. I stare at the horizon, wishing to never forget, and for it to never fade away. A distant land glowing in the sunlight.
So we're not through the epilogue yet, but I have the cry count at 14 for you.
Yep.
And 2 for me.
Ah, I got you too.
I was going strong right up until that I love you.
I was like tearing
And
up,
then
and then I heard the I love you, and yeah, I just sort of broke down for a second. It literally felt like Guy Bulk pierced my heart. Like, I literally felt it in my chest. That I love you.
yeah.
Jeez. Oh, my eyes itch. Every time. That's been like a thing that's been going on for like 2 years now. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I hear a sound. I hear the sound of an old, heavy, rusted door open the shed. Or of the open shed. Light comes into the dark shed. Ah, Reen is dead too. My god.
Yeah.
I start to wake up.
先輩起きてますか
Senpai count goes up.
Oh my god, it's back! Okay, I need to do this. Give me a second.
Zashu counter, get the fuck out of here. Gil is dead.
Die like fucking Gil himself. She's back. Alright. It's going to look like there's been a lot of Zashus for a second.
Oh, Jesus, we went through the Gil route?
Don't say those two words together.
Sebo.
Sebo.
The Sebo counter.
Alright, counters, Senpai count. 88! Just turns out we break 100 just from the epilogue alone.
We might. Oh, let's get that number up quick, shall we?
I did. We're at 88 now.
No, like above that number.
Ah.
I don't like that number. It's a bad number.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really bad. I forgot for a second. Senpai, you're awake? Or are you awake? I don't even need to check who's here. Oh, so it's time already. Taking a breath, I open my eyes. She's back.
そろそろ時間です
89.
よ。
Thank you, Sakura.
The
Idiot.
OG Shiro Protection Squad member.
Yep. Good morning, Senpai. It's almost time to wake up.
そうみたいだ。おはよう、さくら。起こしに来てくれてサンキューな。
I guess you're right. Morning, Sakura. Thanks for waking me up.
いえ、お礼を言われることじゃありません。先輩ならきちんと起
She
きてく
said
れる
it.
って分かってました
That
か
still
ら。
counts.
私は余計なことをしただけなんです。
I was joking about breaking 100.
90.
I was joking.
Why did you think that was a joke?
No, it's nothing you need to thank me for. I knew you wouldn't wait. I knew you would wake up properly, Senpai, so I only did a needless thing.
そっか。
I put them in there if I hear
な
them.
らなんでわざわざ起こしに来てくれたんだ
Yep. I see. Then why did you come to wake me up? Then why did you come to wake me up?
今朝は先輩を起こしたくなって、
It's not-
いつもより
91
30分も早起きした
literally
んで
been
す。
every sentence.
今日は特別な日ですから。
It's been every sentence so far. I wanted to wake you up today, so I woke you up 30 minutes than usual, Senpai. Today's a special day, you know? It was all true.
Oh,
I know, it is great seeing her again. I guess she's living a
Yeah.
better overall life now that a certain someone is dead.
yeah.
Which I'm just gonna go ahead and put him back where he belongs. In the corner of the screen.
Just his head, though.
That reminds me. That's right. Today is a special day.
さくら、聞くまでもないと思うんだが、藤姉はまだ来てないよな。
Fujine.
Sakura, I don't think I even need to ask, but Fujine isn't here yet, right?
はい、内村先生はまだ。あ、でも、イリアちゃんは先に来てます。
No, Fujimura sensei isn't here yet, but... Oh, but Yulia-chan is here already. As I thought. Yulia being the only one here means one thing.
まずい。さくら、すまないんだけど、朝食の支度
Oh
を頼む。
no.
俺、ひとっ走りして藤姉を
It's
叩き起こす
Sashiro
ぜ。
dies.
Crap. Sorry, Sakura, but can you take care of breakfast? I'll go and wake Fujine up.
Oh no, and he doesn't have Avalon to protect him anymore.
I mean, he could still project it.
Fujine
He's
is
probably
just
wouldn't be
like,
able to really act.
oh my god, I thought you were tougher than that.
はい、ご
Yep.
苦労様です、先輩。
92.
We were literally almost at 100 after that. Oh, yes. Sorry for your troubles, Senpai. Fortunately, I worked late last night as well, so I'm still in my work clothes. It's good I can go outside without having to change.
10分で戻るから、あとはよろしく頼む。
I'll be back in 10 minutes, so I'll leave the rest to you.
任せちゃってください。
Yes, please do.
Aw.
Yeah, I think he needs Saber to project Avalon, right?
Does he? I mean, like, it was in his body the whole time. Like, he'd have the blueprint.
Or at least to project it more easily.
I always got the feeling that it was the blueprint in his body that made it,
So, like, I guess it just takes less
Yeah.
energy because he knows it so well.
he knows it so well, and it takes less time. And, yeah, it's just, he's not going to be able to activate it without,
Like,
Saber's mana.
he can get the buff, like the small buff, but, like...
If he really needs some extra healing at some point, which, he's Miyashiro, he will.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh.
Oh, really? Let's just bring Nasu on the stream real quick to confirm that. Yes, please do.
あれ
Oh,
Shiro,
right,
look
right, right, right.
Oh, Shiro's awake?
あ、今起きた。ちょっと藤根を起こして
He's
くるから
awake.、
さくらの手伝いをしてやってくれ。
Rises.
Yeah, I just woke up. I'm going to go wake Fujine up, so help Sakura out, will you?
Patting Ilya on her shoulder, I head to the front entrance.
やられた。もう、シロは私が起こしに行くって言ったでしょ。さくら
I got
Sakura's
Pete.
just...
Jeez, I told you I'm going to wake up Shiro, Sakura.
Sakura's just like... I guess at least now I'm only competing against a little girl.
Yep. Yeah, Ilya's happy now.
Yeah. Yep.
It must be nice just having the Holy Grail taken out of you and destroyed. Ilya runs to the shed screaming. Wait, what happened with her head collection?
She didn't have a head collection.
She just
She was
wanted
going to start a head collection, and it was going to be completed when she added Shiro's head.
So she literally just wanted Shiro.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that she had a head collection in that scene.
There was the joke about why does she want that head? Does she just have a collection of heads?
Yeah, I think I just
I guess we'll just put it in the head room. And I guess you forgot it was a joke.
Yeah, I thought I saw it in the text somewhere.
Nope.
She literally just wanted Shiro's head.
Yeah.
Ilya runs to the shed screaming. Such a scene isn't that unusual now. Are we making sweeping changes to the Nasu-verse? Canon?
Jokes are the highest lore. That is canon.
It is.
That fact.
Just like Elsa knows Shrek.
I can hear them get into an argument from the sheds.
Ilya
I
said...
just hear, oh yeah, well I killed your brother. You keep saying that.
Ilya said she wouldn't go back to her country. So I consulted Fujine to see if I could keep her at my place. Fujine really objected, said her house was better, and ended up taking Ilya in. Yep, that sounds like Fujine. Since then, still staying at the Fujimura house, Ilya comes attacking with Fujine at morning and night. Attacking is a good way to describe it, yes. Needless to say, their target is breakfast and dinner. Saber's not here anymore. And neither is Reen. I swear, if Reen actually survived and this was all a fake out. Needless to say, their target is breakfast and dinner. It's been only 2 months since they started living together, and they seem to be in union now. They are the two Taiga Dojo runners. When I walk past the shed area, I hear voices over the wall. It's Sakura and Ilya talking. I thought Ilya would not get along with Sakura since Ilya has that really unreserved personality, but I guess I was wrong. The two consisting of the energetic Ilya and the quiet Sakura are getting along well, even though they're rather noisy. In fact, Sakura is regaining her spirit because of Ilya. Sakura stopped smiling when her brother, Mato Shinji, disappeared and was considered missing. She must have vaguely understood the connection with the mass coma incident at the school. She was worried about the missing Shinji and moped for a long time. It was Ilya who forcibly made Sakura get over it, and Sakura regains her cheerfulness when Ilya is around.
Sakura, 笑えるようになったよな。
Yeah. Sakura is able to laugh now.
I'm purely happy for that. Because a soft smile certainly suits her. Oh, we're nearing 12 hours. I mean, 6 hours, not 12. What am I thinking? It is 12, 24. Also, you finally get to do this again.
Oh, you're mean, Ilya-chan. I even gave you a special bonus to wake me up no matter what.
Fujine scoffs down breakfast while crying. Like I did, and you did earlier. It's only natural. It'll be too late if I wait for Taiga, and I worked enough for what I got paid for. If you want more out of me, you should raise the base pay and not just give me a special pay.
私だけじゃなくおじいさまからももらってるくせにどうしてこの子は主戦度なのかしら
Why are you such a miser when you're getting paid from grandfather as well?
若い頃からお金にうるさいと周りの子に嫌われちゃうぞ
Everyone would hate you if you're stingy about money from such a young age.
嫌われて結構よ好きな人以外なら何を思われても関係ないものそれよりタイガ貸したお金ちゃんと返してよね給料日5日前だったんでしょ
I don't care if I'm hated. I don't care what people besides the ones I like think of me. And Taiga, pay me back the money I let you borrow. Your payday was 5 days ago, right?
なんでそんなことしてるのよあなた
How do you know that?
Tiger defeated. Count 3.
タイガに聞いたわお望みなら明細まで話してあげてよ
I heard from Raiga. I can give you the details if you want. Ilya smiles daringly. In contrast to Sakura, Ilya and Fujine do not get along well. And to add, Ilya gets really mean when she faces Fujine. That smile right now is like that certain someone.
返済は明日までね
Ah,
できなかったら
mine's Mafreen.
タイガのお小遣いから引いていくから
You have until tomorrow to repay me. If you can't, I'll just take it away from your allowance.
おじいさまそんなことまであなたに話したの
You Grandfather told you even that?
ええ、お昼はずっと一緒だもん。ライがね、タイガより可愛いって褒めてくれたわ。
Yes, we're together all noon. Raiga praised me that I'm much cuter than Taiga.
どうしてくれるのよシロ。この子とんだ悪魔っ子じゃない。このままじゃ藤村組が乗っ取られるわ。
You
Sorry.
are the Taiga.
What are you going to do about it, Shiro? This girl's such a devil. She'll take over the Fujimoto group if you let her be.
You should change your Discord role to Taiga. Actually, more than that. Unless you can combine Kirei and Taiga's names somehow.
Oh, it's updated.
Alright, I
You
need
have to
see
switch
this.
to another server and then back. It doesn't. It'll update at some point.
Yeah, you're still Kirei.
Oh wait,
for
hang
me.
on. Right. There we go.
Anime Shirei Taiga Mesh. Actually, more than that. You're still getting allowance at that age?
いってらっしゃいシロ。今日は早いんでしょ。ならここで待ってるからすぐに帰ってきてね。
See ya, Shiro. You're going to be back early today, right? Then I'll be waiting here, so come home right away.
努力する。
Oh.
留守番よろしくな、イリア。
Yeah, I'll try. Take care while I'm gone.
Yakuza Ilya. Yes.
いっそのことここの子になっちゃえバカ。
Baka.
You might as well live here, you idiot.
Fujine sulks while hiding behind my back.
はいはい。タイガも気を引き締めなさいよね。外でシロに迷惑かけちゃダメなんだから。
Yeah, you should get yourself together too. You can't cause Shiro trouble outside. Ilya easily turns aside her remark. The power relationship must already be at a position where Fujine can't push back by force.
じゃあ先に行ってるけどのんびり歩いて遅刻しちゃダメよシロ。
I'll be going ahead, but don't walk slow and be late. But don't walk slow and be late for school.
Ah, so Ilya is the true counter to Taiga.
Taiga is countered by almost anyone, it turns out.
Yep. Oh god, Kirei. Oh no. Leaving the sound of exhaust, Fujine disappears like a bullet. Actually, you know what? Voice act the motorcycle.
Brum, brum, brum.
Beautiful. Fujine got her license a month ago. That's a big Taiga move right there. Rocket Taiga. Yep, that's what I was thinking, Val.
Yeah.
Haha, motorcycle go brr.
No, Taiga,
haha.
you have to go the speed limit. Haha, motorcycle go brrr.
Since then, her tardiness decreased considerably, but she's received another nickname of Rocket Tiger. Rocket Driver. Rocket Driver that she doesn't know about. That only
Diver.
I was thinking of a joke in my head while reading the line, and that doesn't work, apparently. But she's received another nickname of Rocket Tiger. I mean, Rocket Diver that only she doesn't know about. Haha, Rocket Tiger go brrrr.
Rocket Diver, you've been down too
long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Stretch out and take a deep breath. I still wish we were streaming the other time we just broke out into song together.
It'll happen eventually.
I just hope it's that same song. And it will. It just needs to feel right. I
find that to be very likely, yes.
Mm-hmm. I stretch out and take a deep breath. Sakura has gone to school already, so we're not quite gonna hit 100. Seeing how much she was eating a large bowl of rice today, it seems she's in real high spirits. Today's the big day for the archery club. Oh yeah, that fucker is out of it, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Sakura must be enthusiastic to work hard as co-captain of the archery club. Are we gonna get to see Ayaka one more time?
Well,
let's get going to school. Today is April 7th.
I mean, we can't come full circle without meeting fucking character from the prologue, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a school entrance ceremony. And the season is past the cold winter and already into spring. Here we fucking go. We're going to school. It's been 2 months since then. It feels like a lot has changed since she's gone away. But I think the changes are trivial. Winter has ended and spring came.
I do think of Flutter.
That's all that's changed. I feel like I've grown up a bit, but it's not like that caused me to be any different. So not much has changed. Miyashiro is still clumsily running after Kiritsugu, as usual. What? Rena's alive!
We can't come full circle without meeting a character from the prologue, huh?
She lives! She lives!
She really did have her wounds under control.
Survived. Even Wide Kire is surprised. She's back. For some part of me thought that they were just playing it up, but she's alive. Reen is alive.
I mean, what are the odds, that Reen would die, even not in her route? What are the odds?
Good morning, Imiya-kun. It's unexpected to see you in the morning. She's back. Alright, Kire, you're dead, unfortunately for you. It's time to go. Goodbye.
Your best traits have been passed on in this world, and your worst ones have been lost.
Yep. Goodbye, Kire. We'll see you in the next round, I guess.
おっす今日もいい天気だな登坂
She's back.
Hey, it sure is a good day today, Tosaka.
Rin.
Or it sure is. Hey, it sure is a good day today, Tosaka.
If it wasn't 12:37, I would have screamed. I had to hold things in.
Oh.
I raise my hand and greet her.
けど奇遇か？こ
She's
こ最近
alive!
よくニアミスするだろ
But is it really unexpected? We're barely missing each other recently.
Rin is alive! I was missing you!
う。まあいや、そりゃ今までこう頻繁に出くわすことはなかったけど。
Well, I certainly didn't come across you too many times before.
出くわすってあなたね。
I'm a cross. Tosaka glares at me as if unhappy about something. I don't think it's good to sense an aura of enmity the first thing in the morning.
遠坂、もしかして登校時間変えたのか？前はもうちょっと遅かっただろう。早すぎず遅すぎずって時間だった。
Tosaka, did you change the time you leave your house? You came later before, right? You came at a time that wasn't too late or too early.
そんなことないわよ。今まで顔を合わせなかったのは偶然でしょ？
It's not true. I bet it's only coincidence that we didn't see each other until now.
知ってる？エミヤくんと私の家、きっかり正反対の位置にあるの。だから普通に起きて普通に坂を降りれば、ここで顔を合わせるのは当然ってわけ。
Do you not know? My house and your house are in the exact opposite locations. So if we get up and go down the hill, it's only natural we'll meet there.
へえ。
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah.
それは初耳だ。そっか、それなら確かに。
That's the first time I've heard that. I see. I would certainly...
Wait, hold on. That's only if we do the same things around the same time. For Tosaka to come on this intersection at this time, she would have to get up at 6. But that's...
お前、眠くない？
Tosaka, you're not sleepy?
Haha, sleep, what's that? I ask her directly.
何よその言い分。私は眠くもないし、無理もしてないわ。
What do you mean by that? I'm not sleepy nor pushing myself.
なんだってそんなこと聞くわけ？あなた。
Why do you ask such a thing?
いや、お前朝弱かったから。
Well, you weren't a morning person.
Reed, no, stop becoming less relatable.
God it. No, that's still definitely way too relatable. She
授業中に
intentionally got up at an earlier time. I mean, she obviously didn't intentionally get up at an earlier time just to run into her crush. That would be ridiculous.
But Reen, this isn't your route.
Yeah, but Saber's gone now.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's
Don't
allowed.
mask-
And on that note, that is still relatable.
You'll unmask your true self if you go to school with lack of sleep. It'd be terrible if you fall asleep during class.
Although I didn't have a choice to get other than to get up at 6 in high school.
Oh.
下手に起こそうものなら寝起きの悪魔みたいな顔した遠坂が暴れるんだからな。
I bet you'll rage around with a face like an awakened demon if someone tries to wake you up.
Like, I will kill all that disturbs my sleep. Kind of thing.
そんなことしないわよ。たかだか30分の早起きで不覚なんて取るものですか。
I won't do such a thing. I won't make such a mistake just by waking up 30 minutes early.
ほら早起きしてるじゃないか。やっぱり。
See? You did wake up early.
If only Rin had Avalon to defend herself from Shiro's.
Tsundere pokes?
Yep. That's its final ability. Yep, there was the blush.
ああ、人の起床時間なんてどうでもいいでしょ。つまんない詮索をしてる暇があるならさっさと学校に行きなさい。
Jeez, quit worrying about when other people get up. If you have time to inquire about such boring things, just go to school. Tosaka gets angry while looking away. She's back. Her excuse is plausible, so I stop my greeting here and we resume our way to school.
Not only is she back, but she's not, like, singularly devoting her life to preparing for the Grail War.
And also, she never left.
Yeah, she just went to sleep.
Literally.
And Shiro probably made her a big breakfast, and she got up and ate it, and is like, wow, Shiro, this is really good, it's just maybe a bit salty, and Shiro's just like, yeah, there's a lot of tears in there, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
And there was probably a lot left over because he's used to cooking for Saber. We go up the hill. The streets and houses below have all changed to show the coming of spring. The wind is comfortable, and the cherry blossom flowers flutter down occasionally from the school on top of the hill. Everything that can be seen and felt is pleasant.
何？今週はほとんどバイトなの？
Do you have work all this week?
まあ、エミヤくんの時間だから文句はないけど、そんなんで体壊さない？
I won't complain since it's your time, but don't you get sick like that?
いや、今日ぐらいは休みをもらったよ。
Huh? No, I got today off.
Cherry blossom, yeah, like a sakura.
弓道部で新入部員の歓迎会をやるっていうから、イリアを連れて遊びに行こうかなと。
I heard that the archery club is doing a welcome party for the new members. So I'm thinking of going with Ilya.
You think we should get ours? No, Shiro's already had enough fires in his life.
How did you set that up? No! I quit. Alright. I'm back. Thank you for having me on board.
なんかさりげにすごい度胸してるわよね、あなたって。平気な顔してイリアを学校に連れて行くあたり大物だわ。
Yeah, I just saw, like you said, Rin should commit arson, and I was like, why? Oh, yeah.
If you're psychic, you probably saw yourself telling me that in the goddamn future. Right now.
Wow, you have some great guts. You're a big shot if you're taking Ilya to school with an unconcerned face.
なんかまずいか？イリアだって暇つぶしになるって喜ぶと思うんだが。
Is it bad? I think it'll let Ilya kill some time, and it should make her happy.
まずいわよ。まずいけど、そういうことなら私もお邪魔しようかな。イリアがいるなら退屈しないし、何より危なっかしくって放っておけない。
It is bad. It's bad, but I guess I'll show up when... It's bad, but I guess I'll show up as well then. It won't be boring if Ilya's going to be there, and most of all, I can't just leave her alone because it's too dangerous.
Yes, these are the only reasons why I'm going. It has nothing to do with the fact that you'll be there, Shiro.
Rin and Shiro is the ship now. I'm thankful that she says that. It's Tosaka, not Sakura or me, that understands Elia the most. Well, yeah. They fought. Right now, at least for me right now, Saber and Shiro overtakes Rin and Shiro.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see that happening. Especially when this is the only route.
For you, it's Rin and Shiro, right?
So far, with my current, like, I read it a few years ago. Yes. But personally, I don't see that changing too much.
But yeah, also
2 Rins?
Rin X Shiro X Saber is also up there. And it's canon. Yes, magic. We have to exchange mana. We need to run from this big servant dude with 12 lives. Quick, into these ruins we must fuck. It's the only way.
Anyway.
There's the fact that she periodically takes care of Elia, but more importantly, Elia and Tosaka are both natural-born magi. I think Tosaka would be a good teacher for Elia if she doesn't quite realize what it's like to live as a magus while hiding that fact. Thus, things are settling into the way they should be. The damage from the Holy Grail War is almost completely restored by the new priest dispatched from the church, and our everyday life has returned without problems. Kirei is dead.
Yep.
Just from behind at the end, Yorokobe Shonen!
Oh god, it's Kirei's child.
I'll be like, Yorokobe Shonen! No, Kirei's child still has the super deep voice. There are certainly things that were lost and will not return. But the wounds Kirei's stand is absolutely the Holy Grail. Like, it's just literally everything he could ever want. But the wounds have slowly healed, and I should be happy about the regrets fading away.
けど、意外だったな。
But it was unexpected. And then Tosaka murmurs in a serious tone while looking down at the town below her.
意外だったって何が？
What was unexpected?
私、シロはもっと落ち込むと思ってた。
Yeah, I thought you'd be more depressed.
しばらくは立ち直れないだろうなって思ってたのよ。
I thought you wouldn't be able to get over it for a while. That is about the girl that isn't here anymore. It's been 2 months since then. It's about the golden-haired girl that we talked about for the first time since then.
そうだな。
Yeah,
俺もそうなるだろうって
Reen
思っ
lost
てた。
Saber too.
その後のことなんて考えるだけでどうかしそうだった。
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was about to go insane just thinking about the future.
けど蓋を開けてみれば
Go insane
白っ
just
た
thinking
ら
about
今
the
まで通
future.
りだったでしょ。落ち込むどころの話じゃなくて次の日にはもうケロリとしてた。
But it turns out you didn't change after that. You didn't even get depressed as you were fine the next day.
その時にね、こいつ大丈夫かなとも思ったのよ。うまく言えないんだけど、次の日にはあっさり事故で死んじゃうような雰囲気だった。
That time, I wondered if you were really alright. I can't put this into words real well, but you had the atmosphere of a guy that would die in an accident the next day.
なんだそりゃ。なんで平気なのにあっさり死ぬんだよ。
What is that? Why would I easily die when I'm doing well?
そういうこともあるの。人間ってのはね、何かの手違いで一生涯の目標を叶えちゃうと、それでぽっくりいくものなのよ。
Things like that happen when people accomplish their lifelong goals by mistake. They can suddenly die. Bang.
もう生きるのはいいやと思った途端、赤信号なのに車が突っ込んできたり、あっさりと階段から落ちたりするんだから。
The instant they think like, oh, I don't need to live anymore. Cars run into them, running red lights as and they fall downstairs. Okay. Tosaka's metaphor is difficult to understand. She might want to say something about peaceful death and going to heaven or something.
だから私はそれが心配だった。ああいう時はね、いっそ派手に落ち込んでくれた方が周りは安心するものなの。
So I was worried about that. Times like that. People around you feel more relief if you get really depressed.
なんだ。じゃあ落ち込んでたら慰めてくれたのか、登坂。
Oh, then would you have comforted me if I felt depressed?
まさか。背中に蹴り入れて一日で立ち直らせてやったわ
Oh,
よ。
Reen.
それができなくて残念だって話。
Of course not. I would have kicked you in the back and made you get over it. I'm just saying it's a bit disappointing since I couldn't do that. Trying to hide the fact that she cares. She looks away in displeasure. She is a true tsundere.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you Google tsundere, Reen is the first thing that comes up.
Yep.
Her gesture looks so funny that I laugh.
何よ、おかしい？
What? Was it strange?
いや、とにかく登坂らしい厳しいセリフだったんで安心した。
No. It was a strict line, surely fitting you. So I feel relieved.
This song feels like an ending. We both walk on, looking up at the spring sunlight. The hill is long, and it looks as if it'll continue into the endless blue sky. And as if saying something trifling.
じゃあもう未練はないんだ。セイバーがいなくなってもさ。
Then you don't have any regrets? With Saber gone and all? Tosaka murmurs while looking up at the sky.
あ、未練なんてきっとない。
No. I probably don't have any regrets.
is not a bluff. And I say so with a calm state that even surprises me. There is no regrets. And I don't have anything I forgot to tell her. That parting contained everything. What I wanted to do. What she dreamed of. It was a competition of our determination. And maybe I should have taken her hand and granted her dream. But there was something we both felt that was beautiful. And we desperately protected it. Until the very end. There's nothing to feel regret about. As she has properly ended her time. I cannot remain in this reminiscence forever.
ほう、シローの中では決着をつけたってことね。
I see. Then you've concluded this inside you already?
だから落ち込むこともなく、思い出に浸ることもないってわけ。
So that's why you're not depressed or filling yourself with reminiscence.
けど今も夢に見る。これから先もずっとあいつのことを思い出すよ。
Yeah. But I still dream about it. I'll recall her for the rest of my life.
いつか記憶が薄れて、あいつの声もあいつの仕草も忘れていく。
My memory will fade away someday, and I'll forget about her voice and her gestures.
それでもこんなことがあったと、セイバーっていうやつが好きだったってことだけはずっと覚えてる。
But still, I'll remember forever that this thing occurred, that I loved Saber.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Why did that of all things make you do the evil laugh?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36.
For the fate route.
36 for the fate route. Unless you do it again.
I won't. Dog.
I mean, you've somehow disabled the, text box?
Yeah? Is it supposed to be there?
Yes.
Huh,
think so.
That's weird.
It'll
Tosaka
be
doesn't
fixed
say
on the
anything.
next one.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Wait,
supposed to
really?
be like that, okay.
Okay.
But for some reason, she looks happy and starts to walk off, as if she's skipping.
どうしたんだよ、トサカ。そんなに急いで。なんかあったのか？
What's going on, Tosaka? Did something happen to make you hurry?
別に、ただ早く学校に着きたいなって。
It's nothing. I just want to get to school quickly.
さ、そういうわけだからシローも急ぐ。のんびりしてると置いてくわよ。
So let's hurry. I'll leave you behind if you're slow. Turning around, Tosaka starts running up the hill.
なんだあいつ。朝弱いくせに無理して。
What is she doing? Pushing herself when she's not a morning person.
Green goes fast. Grumbling, I throw the bag over my shoulder and start to run. It's still 7:30. No, it's 1 o'clock a.m. It's too early a time for a student not to be involved in any club activities. But I guess there's nothing wrong with being early. No, there's a lot wrong with being early. Running up the road that seems to go up into the sky, I reached the school earlier than usual. Today is the day the new year starts. If I'm to celebrate it, I have to shake off my old memories and hurry up. Traces will never go away. Even if I almost cry from the vacancy hitting my heart. Blue sky is in the distance. It feels so close. Yet, I cannot grab it, even if I reach out with my hands. I looked up at the stars before. The stars that I cannot reach, and the wishes that will not be granted. There's nothing we've been able to leave behind for each other. Therefore, traces and memories will disappear someday. But still. Even if it will not reach her, it should be something that will remain in our hearts. There's nothing that remains in our hands. We lived the same time and looked up at the same things. If I can remember that, I believe we can be together, even if we are far apart. I can assent that as there are things that will go away, there are also things that will not go away. That is why I will keep running for now. If I aim for the distance, there should come a day when I will be able to reach out to what I have been aiming for. Winter is past and it's spring, the season of new beginnings. Under a blue sky that she has also seen, I keep running up the hill. The battle has ended. Oh my god.
Yep.
Her last battleground. The battle that was fought between the split halves of her country. Ended with the king's victory. Wait, why is there Shiro noises? The night is running. The battle's ended. The bloody red sun has already set, and the darkness of the night is already ruling over the battlefield. The hill, covered with corpses, is filled with curses, crying out to try to take survivors with them. Through it all, the night runs panting. A rein is in the knight's hand, and the wounded white horse earnestly follows him. The only survivors are this knight and this horse. And this one king that is lying on the white horse's back.
Oh, Asao, こちらに.
Your Highness!
Oh my god.
King Arthur, please, come this way.
It's only fitting that they have the same voice actor. He must have wounded himself, but the knight runs through the battlefield with all his energy. The king he's serving is on the verge of death. The king has defeated the enemy's king in personal combat, but the king received a fatal wound as well. The wound is fatal, even in the knight's eyes. The king that they served will soon reach death.
お気を確かに。あの森までたどり着けば必ず。
Please get a hold of yourself. If we reach that forest, we shall certainly.
he desperately calls out. Or possibly, the knight might have really believed it. That their king is immortal. That as long as the guidance of the Holy Sword is there, the king would never die. Bedivere.
How about that, Bedivere?
How about that, Bedivere? He breathes hard, passes over the mountain of corpses, and heads for the forest that is not covered in blood. He knew of the king's immortality. Therefore, he believes that the king's wounds will heal if he escapes this cursed battlefield and makes it to a pure place. No, he could only believe so. He believed his own king, unlike the other knights. The king was isolated in the court, alienated by the knights, and was feared by most people. But the king did not show emotion, even in such a situation, and always stayed as an ideal, and the knight felt pride in his young king. He did not serve his country. He had entrusted his sword, struggled to be of power, and made his way to be a personal guard of the king as a young man, because it was this king. The masked king. The boy who tried to allow no personal feelings and to be fair. He might have hoped to be able to see the king's true face if he went near the king. He just wanted to see the king's true expressions. Not the face he puts up during battle or in the castle, but a real smiling face of a human. Should appear in the court when he's been released from his duties. No matter how perfect a king is, he cannot strain his mind 24 hours a day. But that thinking proved wrong. The only thing he found was the truth contrary to his expectation. He had made it to the rank of Imperial Guard and was able to guard beside the king. He had guarded the king closer than any other knight, and kept watch on the king's behaviors. Still, it did not happen even once. The king never smiled.
Yeah.
Since when did he feel anger towards it? The king had accomplished so many great deeds and accrued so much glory. Crude. But in fact, the king never showed a peaceful face. He could not approve of that fact. He wanted to believe such a thing would not be allowed. That is why he wished for his king to be awarded the light. But he's yet to accomplish that. The king is still isolated. That is why the knight continuously did not approve of the king's death. He cannot end it here. He thinks that this great king is not rewarded enough for his actions.
今はこちらにすぐに兵を呼んでまいります。
Your Highness, please stay here. I shall go get someone right away.
Oh, that's what he looks like. That's Bedivere.
How about that Bedivere?
How about that Bedivere? In the forest he reaches. The knight lays the king by a large tree. The situation is a race against time. It takes half a day, no matter how much he hurries, to go to the port where his own army is left. Anyone with eyes should be able to tell if the king's life will last the morning or not.
どうかそれまで辛抱。必ず兵を連れて戻ります。
Please endure until then. I shall certainly bring our troops here.
He salutes the unconscious king and runs to his white horse.
ベリビエル。
Bedivere. Before that, the king that should have been unconscious calls out his name.
おう、意識が戻られましたか。
Your Highness, have you regained your consciousness?
少し夢を見ていた。
Yes, I was having a dream. A faint voice. But that voice seems warm to the night. Yorokobe, Bedivere! Your wish will finally come true. I mean, it will.
です。
A dream?
He calls out as if to search. The king's consciousness is not certain. He shall go back to the darkness unless he replies so.
そうだ。あまり見たことがないのでな。貴重な体験をした。
Yes. I've not seen many dreams, so I had a valuable experience.
それは。では、どうぞお気遣いなくお休みください。私はその間に兵を呼んでまいります。
Right, I'm Bedivere. That is great. Then please be at ease and rest. I shall go get the troops in that time.
A gasping sound. It sounds as if what the knight said was unexpected.
おう、何かご無礼な点でも。
Your Highness? Have I been rude?
いや、そなたの言い分に驚いた。夢とは目を覚ました後でも見れるものなのか。違う夢ではなく、目をつむればまた同じものが現れると。
No, I was just surprised at your point. I did not know a dream could be seen after one awakens. Are you saying I will be able to see the same dream again if I close my eyes? Now, it is the knight's turn to be surprised. He stutters, but replies even though he knows it's a lie.
はい。強く思えば、同じ夢を見続けることもできるでしょう。私にも経験があります。
Yes. If you strongly desire so, you should be able to continue watching the same dream. I have that experience as well.
Such a thing is not possible. That actually has happened to me before, though.
Yeah.
Like, if I wake up, I can usually sometimes continue a dream.
Yeah. This happens sometimes.
Unfortunately, it's never a good dream. What happens only once and not continuously is what people call a dream. The knight lies in spite of that. He apologizes that this will be his first and last dishonesty he will perform toward the king.
そうか。そなたは博識だな。ベリビエール。
I see. You are knowledgeable, Bedivere. The king murmurs, as if impressed. His face is still looking down, and he does not even look up at the knight. The king breathes so softly it can barely be heard, and quietly.
ベリビエール。我が名剣を持て。
Bedivere, take my sword. The king gives his last order in a faint voice.
よいか。この森を抜け、あの血塗られた丘を越えるのだ。その先には深い湖がある。そこに我が剣を投げ入れよ。
Just through this forest, go over to that bloodstained lake hill. There's a deep lake beyond it. Throw my sword into that lake.
おう、それは。
Your Highness, that is...
The knight knows what he means, what that means. The sword of the lake. To let go of the sword that was the proof of the king, and what protected the king, means that the end of the king has served. Means the end of the king he has served.
行くのだ。ことを成し得たのならばここに戻り、そなたが見たことを伝えてほしい。
No. Once you've accomplished my order, return here and tell me what you saw. The king does not take back his order. The knight takes the holy sword and goes over the hill, with his indecision still in mind. And the knight hesitates, returning the sword for 3 times. I swear if Kira is somehow behind this too. The lake was certainly there. He just could not throw the sword in it. If he throws the sword in, his king will disappear. The knight is unable to throw the sword away from his unwillingness to part with the king. And the knight turns around and returns to the king. The king repeats to the knight, as the knight lies to the king that he has thrown the sword away, the king only replies to follow his command. To disobey the king's command is a great sin for a knight. But still, he disobeyed the king's order twice. He was reluctant for the king's life when he faced the lake. But that comes to an end. As the knight figures out he cannot change the king's decision, He throws the sword in the lake on his third visit. The holy sword returns to the lake. A white hand appearing from the water receives the sword, and after going through the sky 3 times, the sword vanishes from this world. And the knight finally accepts it. The king's end. That the duty that was too long has finally ended. After crossing the hill 3 times, the forest is covered in morning sunlight. The battlefield is afar. In the pure light mist that does not show any trace of a bloody battle,
湖に剣を投げ入れてまいりました。剣は湖の夫人の手に。確かに。
I have thrown the sword into the lake. The sword has returned to the Lady of the Lake.
the king opens his eyes at the knight's words.
そうか。ならば胸を張るがよい。そなたはそなたの王の命を守ったのだ。
I see. Then you shall be proud. You've obeyed your king's command. The knight nods silently to the voice of fading death. Everything has ended. Chaos in his country would still continue. The battle will not end, and the day of ruin will come around soon. But the battle of the king has ended. She has fulfilled her duty until the very last moment. The light disappears. Finishing her task. Has her last strength disappeared from her body?
すまないな。ベリビエール。
I'm sorry, Bedivere.
今度の眠りは少し長く。
This sleep will be long. As if going to sleep slowly, she gradually closes her eyes. The morning sunlight fills the area. The forest stands there quietly, and his king goes into a long sleep. The knight keeps watching over her figure, the knight that he wished for. A lonely king that was seen off by just one knight. But her face is what he wished for. A peaceful sleep. In her last moments, the king has obtained the peace that she's never been able to obtain. He was just happy about that fact. The knight thanks the someone who has given her peace and proudly watches over his king. He did. The heaven is far, and the clearing sky is blue. The battle has truly ended.
見ているのですか、アーサーを。
Are you watching, King Arthur?
His murmur rides through the wind. As if sinking into the endless blue, the king that went to sleep.
夢の続きを。
The continuation of the dream.
sees a distant, distant dream. The battle is over. Let us put our swords down and rest in this momentary peace. After dozing in a warm dream, a new day will dawn. The days continue on, and we are flowing over the same war we once saw. It's over!
So,
Yo!
how does
The
it feel
Route is
being a
over!
third of the way into Fate Stay Night?
I'm already, like, one of the biggest fans. Yo! Holy shit, it's over!
We did a route.
By the way, add 1 to the cry counter.
All right, ending count 17.
Yep. We did it! Yep, there's Nakata, Kirei's voice actor.
Oh, yep.
That's a lot of
One down.
swords.
We got a shorter one, and then we're going
Yeah.
right into Heaven's Feel.
Heavens, cry count is over 9,000. It actually probably will
Oh,
be.
also, fun detail, the choices become a little less obvious sometimes, and it becomes a little bit easier to die.
Ah, more Taiga
I-
dojos.
I mean, you're not wrong, Val. You could you could kind of describe the other routes like that.
The stay
In
route
that
and the
order.
night route.
Ah,
Oh, this is so good. Holy shit.
so yeah,
I
I think
oh see. She's peaceful now.
yeah. Oh,
Sick.
oh yeah.
It's not over till the fish jumps.
Well,
Fiend!
it's not over until you see it.
It's over. I should have put
Go on
Reen
ahead and-
instead of Fiend at the end.
No, that's the other route.
They should. Yeah, let's get some fiends in the chat.
This is the new title screen.
What? Holy shit. It's got the music too.
It's got the music.
And this is just where it leaves off.
This is it.
Oh, this is
You're
the
done
end
with
of the...
this executable for now.
Oh, so it even has an end screen. Oh yeah, 4 days, 18 hours, and 43 minutes.
All
Hey.
right, so next sesh.
Let's just see who got it right. Or was the closest. Wise, you're 2 hours closer.
Yep.
Worm was 5 days. So yeah. No, you're a lot closer, yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, Wise, you got pretty close. You were within 2 hours. Yeah, if the bad end didn't happen, you would have gotten it, like, spot on, probably.
Yeah. Oh, you made that choice, and I'm just like, I literally like was just writing in my notebook at the time, and I wrote down, well, there goes 30 minutes. Oh, but yeah, we should probably start drawing this to a close.
Absolutely, I was just about to... Oh, by the
Just
way,
for
all the
this
Fate
one.
Route music is on.
Yeah, just for this one. New Dawn.
New Dawn? I don't know all the
New
track
Dawn.
titles, so
Well, you just heard it. Amiya is right above New Dawn.
it's fitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I will start this off. Hey, this has been our
Holy shit.
6 hour. Are we at 6 hours?
6 hours and 20 minutes.
This is our 6 hour and 20-minute stream that we will try to avoid doing in the future just because of how long it is. But yeah, this has been the Fate route, and holy shit, it's so good. But yeah, if you're watching the VODs or the YouTubes, which this will probably be cut up into 2 videos.
We appreciate you. Also,
yeah.
everyone here watching right now live, you're all fucking great and amazing.
Thank you so much for like sticking the whole way through too. Like, it's gone late tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And that is a very cursed chat message. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if you're watching the VODs or on YouTube, dropping a Twitch follow would be greatly appreciated. Especially if you want to see us do long streams like this. Because once I reach 50 followers on here, we're doing a 24-hour Fate stream.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
Glad
Thanks so
everyone
much for
enjoyed it.
tuning in.
Have a good night, Inu.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry we made you stick with us for
Yeah.
this long.
Yeah, it's been so long. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, bell, you know the things.
All
Anyway.
the YouTube things.
Also there's the YouTube. I'll put stuff there one day. Where can you be found, Manu? I believe there's a command for that.
There is. And yeah, also just like ending notes. Yeah, I mostly had memories of like real early Fate route and then real late Fate route. So like the entire middle was gone for me.
There's a shift.
Up
Like
until,
there's
like-
a definite shift.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And like
I like the Fate
I
route.
remembered being kind of disappointed by the Fate route before, like a little bit, but like, yeah, this has definitely given me a huge new appreciation for it.
And I started with a great appreciation for it now, because it's good.
Yeah.
It's just good. It's just so good.
Yeah, this was your first piece of Fate media ever, and you've just completed the first route.
And it was almost a 2006 anime.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, God,
I mean-
second half is just like some pretty top tier shit.
I'm a primary. I will never be a secondary. Also,
God,
I
you're
know
even
how
more
bad Gil
primary
is.
than I am. Yeah.
He's literally
Fuck that
just the
guy.
worst. That fucker. Can we all get just another that fucker or fuck that guy in the chat? For Gilgamesh. Yeah, punching
I,
Shinji's where it got good.
I do agree with Wise that I felt a huge, like, it really started doing its thing right after that.
Yeah, that was the big turning point for me as well. Because Shiro finally realizes he needed Saber.
Yep. And before you were like, oh, this is good. And after you were like, holy shit.
It's like, holy shit, I love Shiro now.
Yeah.
I know, I want to
Yep.
see it.
100%. I would fucking use that holy grail for that purpose. If I could cause that.
Please.
Uh,
Anyway, I believe it's a
Anyway.
command for your shilling.
there is. Hey, what's up? I'm Manicule. I do Twitch streams on twitch.tv/Manicule, and I also have a Twitter, twitter.com/Manicule, where I post about anime and leftist propaganda, and mostly actually just stream notifications.
Right now, compared to nothing, I would rate the Fate route probably an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9. And all the docked points are for Fate Shiro in the beginning.
Yup. Oh, yes. On the D&D channel. That's the wrong... Wait, it's with the...
I had it prepared.
yeah,
I knew
okay.
you would do that.
So, Tuesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, I stream Dungeons & Dragons from my channel, twitch.tv/Manicule, and, next week is, next Tuesday's schedule's a little different because there's a one-shot and we'll be starting at 6 Central Time, but, yeah, it's good fun. Come check us out. Oh yeah, that one-shot will have a guest character in one Gay Middles from twitch.tv/Gay Middles, where I can also be found, co-streaming Dark Souls. Not co-streaming,
All
co-oping.
over the place.
Yes, you.
Alright.
That's me.
Hey, what's up? I'm Hurricana. You can find me here. I also have a YouTube as well, and a Twitter. YouTube, I'll post VODs and stuff. If you're just tuning in now and you see that there's only a few VODs that go only a little bit back, that's because they got deleted because Twitch. So, yeah, just go check those out on the YouTubes. And on my Twitter, I post, like, art sometimes, and just things that come to mind when I can't sleep at 5 a.m. And, yeah. Next Wednesday, we're going to be starting Unlimited Blade Works. 7 p.m. Eastern. Same Fate time, not same Fate route.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Ah, my favorite character. Ah. It's definitely between Shiro and Saber. And it's tearing me apart.
Ah.
My favorite villain is definitely Kire.
Hands down. Yorokobe Shonin. Your route has... Yeah, fuck it.
By the way, we're saving him at this width. He will return. We'll see how wide he gets by the end of Heaven's Feel.
Yeah, Kire is just god tier.
Akira is definitely best villain. I didn't know he's a villain.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
I'm so like. Also, I just want to thank everyone who chatted without spoiling anything. Like, you have no idea how great this is. Just experiencing without any spoilers.
Aww.
I just feel so blessed right now. More blessed than the Holy Grail could ever hope to make me feel, because that thing is cursed. That thing is pure evil. Yeah, I did think Reen was dead. I really did.
I also thought Reen was dead on my first playthrough.
Like, it really sets you up for it, doesn't it?
It kind of does. Kind of does. And I remembered, like, realizing towards most of it there that you didn't realize that Shiro literally had Avalon.
Yeah, I thought it was
like,
a metaphor.
way before. And I was just like, how can I confirm this if without letting him know? The answer is just wait.
Alright.
And yeah, so we're hitting the 6 hour and 30-minute mark here.
Alright. And I will show the
Got me.
Discord one last time. We
And you
have
got
a
any
Discord.
raids?
And yes, people are still streaming this late, believe it or not. Let's raid Connor, Distortion
believe it.
Devil.
Neat.
Some cool stuff.
Thanks for
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in this late. And we hope to see you all for Unlimited Blade Works. Archer's
Wednesday.
routes.
And remember, I love you all. Romantically.
Saber.